All right, let's dive into a really fascinating topic today. It's all about designing data pipelines that scale with the business. So imagine you're building a bridge, not just for today, but for the future, where that bridge needs to accommodate more traffic as time goes on. That's kind of what we're aiming for with data pipelines. You need to make sure they're efficient and adaptable as your systems and teams grow.
Wow, that's a cool analogy. So, you're saying it's not just about building something that works now, but also about, thinking ahead, right? That's kind of how city planners think about traffic flow, isn't it?
Exactly. And I learned this the hard way. Early in my career, I worked on a data platform that started off strong, but as new demands came in, it just fell apart, honestly. We encountered tons of technical debt and ended up with a fragile infrastructure. It's like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. If your system can't handle growth, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yikes. That sounds rough. So, what's the key to avoiding that? Is it all about effort, or is there, a strategy?
Great question. The primary goal isn't just creating functional pipelines. It's about designing systems that can easily integrate new data sources. Scalability is much more about design than brute force effort. Think of it this way. Reusable components help engineers, but if you create repeatable patterns, that benefits the entire organization.
That makes total sense. So it's like building Lego sets. You want to use the same pieces to create different things, right? But how do you make sure everyone's on the same page about what the data looks like across teams?
Exactly. Implementing a consistent data lifecycle, raw, standardized, and business-ready, creates clear expectations across the board. It's like everyone's speaking the same language. If you treat data ingestion like a product surface, you create a standardized entry point for both business and engineering teams. This way, you avoid endless custom coding.
Oh, wow. That sounds super efficient. So, what about schema management? I've heard that's a big deal too, right?
Absolutely. Schema management is essential and should be established early on. You want to validate your schemas regularly rather than retrofitting them later. Think of schemas as contracts. They promote reliability and help reduce issues downstream. It's like having a solid foundation for a house. You wouldn't want to fix cracks after the house is built.
Wow. So, if the schema is like the foundation, then what do you do when something has to change? Can you just shift the whole thing?
Great follow-up. That's why separating logic from implementation is crucial. Instead of hard-coding rules, define business parameters in configuration. This allows you the flexibility to make quick adjustments without overwhelming engineers. It's like having a set of adjustable shelves. If you need more space for your books, you just move the shelves around instead of building a new bookcase.
I love that. Adjustable shelves. So, how do you make sure that no fragile dependencies pop up?
Nurturing modular data systems is key. Each ingestion, processing, and serving stage should operate independently with clear, minimal interfaces. If you keep everything modular, then if one piece has an issue, it doesn't take down the entire system. It's kind of like having a pizza. If one topping goes bad, you can just take it off rather than tossing the whole pie.
That's a delicious thought. But, what about costs? How should teams approach scalability without breaking the bank?
Excellent point. Cost effectiveness is fundamental. Teams need to approach scalability with an awareness of resource use. If costs go unmanaged, it can easily lead to financial strain. So data systems should be designed with intelligent resource allocation and monitoring.
Oh man, that's super smart. So, if you're not keeping an eye on the costs, is it like trying to keep a pet without knowing how much food it needs?
Exactly. If you overfeed it, you'll go broke. And that leads to observability. Teams need to be empowered to track progress and quality across the data ecosystem. It's like having a state-of-the-art dashboard in your car, giving you real-time insights into your performance.
Wow. So it sounds like the business impact of data platforms is ultimately what really matters, huh?
Right. Technical excellence has to translate into financial benefits. Whether it's quicker decision-making or more efficient resource use, that's where the real payoff lies. If your data platforms are built for change, you can anticipate new data sources and evolving demands while maintaining structure and quality.
So, how do you know you've succeeded? Like, are there signs or indicators to look out for?
Great question. Maturity signals indicate success. For example, streamlined onboarding for new data sources and the ability to modify schemas without significant disruption. It's like crossing the finish line of a marathon. You know you've made it when you're not just surviving, but thriving amidst that data flow.
A marathon finish line. Awesome. I can definitely see how all this ties into business growth and efficiency. Thanks for sharing this knowledge.
My pleasure. Just remember, scalability isn't just a technical concept, it's a crucial strategy for sustainable growth.
Definitely. I'm going to start thinking about my projects like they're bridges and marathons from now on. Laughs.